Okay, knowing are your animals going during the fattening stage is a critical point to plan your harvest, and this information is obtained by sampling. In this narration video, I will talk about what I did today in the morning at my working module, aquaculture. Once I arrive to the module at 6:30, we get the instructions of what were we going to do this morning. Today in the morning, we sampled the big tanks of the module to get an idea of how are the fish, in this case, of how much are the fish weighing. So at the really beginning, it was some difficult because as we all noticed in the morning, we had a cold weather, so this means water was cold too. And as this was the first time we were doing this job or this work, we didn't know how to do it well. So the morning start passing, and we start developing ourselves, and every time we get from one tank to another, we were doing it faster. Once we have done our third tank of four, we have to do. We noticed that time was not going to be enough for finishing the last one. So what we decide to do is to do the third one again, because we were not taking the correct number of fish for doing the sampling. So the engineer told us it was okay. Once it was 10:20, we have done three tanks of 4 we have to make. So the engineer tell us that it was okay, it was no problem, we were getting a good rate in the day, because we did more than other groups have done in their first time, and that we do it and that we did it perfectly. So I can say that sampling is a really important thing we'll have to do in our productive systems to know how are, in this case, our animals developing in the fattening stage, which is the one that will say how much money are we going to get back from this production. So as a recommendation, I would like to say to the next persons that are going to do this, need to get some specific shoes for the water and go prepared psychologically to get into the cold water. Thanks.